The Phantom Moon Courtyard?
A terrifying enemy is near. But you stand alone, helpless. How often have you been in such a predicament, protagonist? This is how trailblazing expeditions always end, no? Don't worry. As the former navigator myself, I may provide you with some instruction. Just as Akivili instructed me, and I instructed Falcon Amundsen. Perhaps instruction is too formal a word. Young people these days can't stand such formality. How about we make it a bit friendlier? You quiz me instead. Next, you can ask me questions. 8 of them. About me. About Aha. About Akivili. About the future of the cosmos. About you, even. I'll answer anything you ask. Because once 8 questions are done, you're dead. Did you forget? We are the only 2 supplicants with a chance of winning the Phantom Moon Games. Because the die happened to land on 8. Because there are 8 supplicants in the games. Or perhaps because we first met in Amphorius. Another 8!
Kimiko hasn't escaped yet, and there's no news from the Express. I should try to delay him for as long as possible if we want to have any chance of winning. Why would I believe a Lord Ravager?
Looks like you're not so opposed to my offer either. How about we add a wild card to this boring trivia game then? Give your answers to the die you're holding. Roll the die. If your roll is a critical success, you get to uncover my deepest secret. I will answer every question, even if it works against me. I still answer, but only in half-truths. It shouldn't pose any problem for all protagonists. You can effortlessly distinguish truth from deception. I'll share a candid truth, though it won't necessarily be the whole truth. Did General Yao Guang bite me just now? You should really trust her strength. Besides, it's been a long time since I've just offered myself up to the chessboard of fate. How exciting to have every outcome based on pure probability. And now, let's get started.
What do I ask?
Right now, among infinite possibilities, countless versions of you are asking me endless questions. Not strange at all. Faced with fate and the universe, people have endless questions. It's asking and answering that make us who we are. Don't hold back. Go ahead and ask your most pressing question right now.
Why were so many people calling me Aki Vili along the way?
Because the path you walk is the same one they once walked. The Astral Express, the path of Trailblaze, your determination to connect the worlds. None of these are coincidences. You are a successor in a way, carrying an essence similar to theirs. And so people see a familiar starlight in you. This is the reason I think that Himiko thinks so highly of you. 7 questions left.
I once met my other self in Amphorius. Who was that?
Oh, this is a most interesting discovery. Might you also possess the gift of grasping possibility? Unfortunately, even I do not know the answer to that question. It's beyond what I can see and understand at present. To make amends, this question won't count against you. 7 questions left.
About the Stellaron inside of me. How much do you know?
What a pity that we should live with failure for most of our lives. The Stellaron is a gift, an unparalleled gift from the eons. It gives you power, guides you, and makes you unique. It's as simple as that. You may ask, 6 more questions.
Tell me, why do you want to awaken the Veracity Husk?
Lucky you. I awaken the Veracity to devour, of course. Even if it's just a fragment sealed in a Hutopia, a husk, the hunger concealed in it will be enough to dim the stars. I don't care who wins this chess game. What I care about is the moment the winner excitedly reaches out a hand to take their trophy. And a star comes alive, opens its abyssal maw, and swallows the chess pieces, players, and the chessboard itself, all to remain in nihility for all eternity. What a sight! Even the rules themselves would be eaten. No matter who Aha pours their power into at the end of the games, no matter their disguise, it is all for nothing against the awakened Veracity. They cannot escape this devouring because it is not a duel, but the restoration of balance. It is the consequences and retribution they deserve for the sin of theft they committed at the dawn of time. Though Ouroboros does not understand the notion of revenge, when that ancient hunger, dormant for ages, is sated once more, and the stolen power surges back through them, even that blind and witless primordial will shall, in that instant, taste the flavor of elation. 5 left now.
Someone said there are 4 paths that will bring the apocalypse to the universe. Destruction, harmony, and nihility. What is the last remaining path?
Your questions would leave even Noose completely stumped. But I will answer them, even though I can only offer my humble opinion. Up to you if you believe me or not. Now, roll the die. You're not rolling well, but that won't stop me from telling you my opinion. The 4th path that will bring about the apocalypse is the preservation. Of course, it doesn't sound logical if the purpose of the preservation is to sustain the existence of the universe itself. So, they probably went a step too far. No, it shouldn't be they, but all of them, rather. All the gods who created and sustained the paths of the universe. They define the boundaries, deciding which will become reality and which will be erased. And within that grand order, woven by the gods, a paradox had long been planted. An unforeseeable ending. One, even Noose, the omniscient god, failed to foresee. When every variable is fixed by the path, the unseen and forever unseeable unknown begins to grow quietly at the edge of all rules, fated to become the end. So, What brought the fourth finality was not a specific path, but all paths themselves. It was the gods themselves who, in the name of creation and existence, carved out an inescapable finale with their own hands. 4 questions left. Keep going.
Mr. Asat Pramad, have you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
Sorry, but I'm really curious. Have you ever fallen in love?
You have this rare opportunity to speak to a former navigator, and you're interested in his personal life? You really are something else. So intriguing. I almost want to throw in the towel and bow out.
So, I should roll?
Wait, not yet. Don't roll. If you roll a critical success, I honestly have no idea how I'm supposed to weave a sharp jab at cosmic destiny into something about personal emotions. So be it. This one's on me. I'll answer you plainly. I've loved. Of course, I've loved before. But in the end, every planet tied to my past lovers, I destroyed them all. Not because we broke up. I genuinely cared for them. I just like what I do now even more. Feels good to get that off my shoulders. They have no complaints either. Whew. All right. This won't happen again. Maybe you still have a lot of questions like this. Maybe you'll just ask them directly. But let me make it clear. I don't want to see such questions again. 4 questions left. Keep going.
Since you're open to answering anything, let's talk about the Lord Ravager's weaknesses.
The Lord Ravager's weaknesses? How greedy, child. You just asked 7 questions at once. And even if you'd succeeded, so what? The Lord Ravager's weaknesses? Knowing wouldn't make a difference. Zephyro is scared of the dark. Archforger has social anxiety. Selenova is tone deaf, and Fantilia has trouble choosing. Does this help you at all? You may still ask me 3 more questions.
You said you used to be the Navigator. So, is the Eon of Trailblaze still alive?
Slain by their own desire, to transcend origin and end, to surpass the tree of existence, and reach beyond the paths. when the universe has no roads left to walk, then there's only one place left for the Eon of Trailblaze to go to. And so, I witnessed the fall of an Eon. That power that unveiled the stars and traversed space. In the end, it left nothing but an inconsequential point of light at the edge of existence. Only 2 questions left.
What exactly did you do during this Phantasm Games?
This is a very complicated question. And well, all villains are always waiting for the opportunity to explain their scheme. But if I had to start from the beginning, I'm afraid you wouldn't have the patience to listen to the end. Why don't you ask about something you're interested in? Come on, roll the die. We'll see how many secrets your roll will earn you. Good throw. Ask away. Suddenly promised that the winner would become a permanent Eon? You think too highly of me. Countless people in the cosmos go around claiming to be Aha themselves. But as we all know, only the Eon himself could have made that news speak. Their divine prophecies prove that the Elation is watching these games at all times, and that my activities have not crossed any boundaries. When it comes to infiltrating Ahatopia, the 2 trickiest obstacles are the world in canvas that keeps the husk sealed away, and the unkillable Panarch Elwood. But Aha has never specified that a judge cannot become a supplicant. Strangely, nobody has ever used this loophole in all these years. It's surprisingly easy. All it takes is one mask, which is placed onto the Elwood in the courtyard before she wakes up. Why would I? My relationship with Full Wish has always been above board. There's no need to compel a prospect as driven for revenge as she was. And it's impossible to include anyone like her in any complex scheme. All one could do at this point was set her free and allow her to shine. Of course, she needed a small gift for motivational purposes, which I provided. A sliver of Shuhu's flesh. That's it? I was hoping you'd dig a little deeper. Going over my past schemes is actually quite a treat. Final question. Think carefully. What do you want to ask?
There's something I've thought about from the start. Tell me, is Himiko still alive? Do you really have no feelings for your daughter?
This is the question I've been waiting to answer. What a stroke of luck. Of course Himiko is still alive. At least on the stage I'm meticulously prepared for her. She will play an important role, and is now awaiting her curtain call. Life is like this. One chance journey after another. One win after another. Playing someone's father, becoming someone's friend, and at times, someone's lover. Then, by a twist of fate, I let a girl with no future begin to dream of the stars and of lands yet to be reached. I have never understood why the seeds I planted by chance would always take root in unexpected ways. I never expected them to bear fruit such as Graphia or Himiko. It feels like a curse. Like fate's cruelest mockery of me. Just like that night 15 years ago, I had the chance to crush the Express again, but I hesitated. No. No to both. I've never fully understood that lapse in judgment. I still ask myself why.
No matter the reason, you caused a huge mess for your colleagues.
A few weeks ago, Himiko returned to her hometown and brought you back with her. That was the moment I finally understood why I didn't shoot down the Express 15 years ago. It had nothing to do with acting as a father or trailblazing, but for a destruction that spanned 15 years, to set her on a journey to gain what was most precious, only to shatter it all in the cruelest way. What truly matters is this. I will have you bring an end to this world, here and now. It's the most vicious joke I can play on Plain Arcadia, on myself, and on the fate of the universe. Take a guess. Will this joke amuse Aha?
You want to use my Stellaron?
The worlds the Astral Express deals with. How could they be without a Stellaron? Boom! 15 years ago, during the blood-stained games, all the supplicants died violent deaths. Then, the husk ran out of wish power and grew agitated, craving a blood sacrifice. 15 years later, a hero from the Express shone brightly throughout the games. His Stellaron overflowing with wish power. The perfect sacrificial piece. All right. Now that I've answered the 8 questions, I now need to... Kids these days. Show some respect and put your phone away when your elder is talking.